Mogul Motivation, educating and empowering entrepreneurs 1 week at a time, presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is for the aspiring entrepreneur who is trying to get over that hump and needs that extra push. This podcast is free. I don't ask for any money to listen or download this podcast. All I ask is that if you like it, you pass it on to someone else who may benefit from it as well. I ask that you subscribe and that you leave a review. Those are the only things I ask for when you listen to this podcast. Also, when you get a chance, please visit www.mogulmotivation.com, where you will find free and practical blog posts on how to efficiently run and start your business. So with that being said, have you ever had a moment or a feeling where you just felt like you were stuck in the mud? You felt like you weren't going anywhere. You weren't progressing. It feels as if nothing is going right and everything is going wrong. In this world, there are things that we can control, but it's far more things that we can't control. Life is a monster that we must conquer. And on this entrepreneurial journey, when you're going down this road trying to achieve something great, no matter what it is that you're trying to do, you're going to have a lot of moments like this. You're going to have a lot of times where you feel as if you're taking one step forward, 2 steps back. You're going to have a lot of unexpected problems in your life. It'll be just when things seem as if they are going good and they're starting to go good, you're going to get another blow. You're going to take another financial hit. You're going to take another unexpected problem in the business. It's always going to be something that comes out of nowhere, out of left field, and hits us, blindsides us. Those are the pains and the toils of striving for success. You see, it's so easy to remain at the bottom. It's so easy to remain in your current situation. A lot of people become captives of their circumstances. It's a very unfortunate thing when you feel like you're stuck in the mud and you say to yourself, well, at least I haven't sunk. So this is good enough. I'm going to stay here. I'm content with being where I'm at because I didn't fail. My business didn't go bankrupt. See, it's a difference between being grateful and being content. See, when you're grateful, you take every step that you accomplish, every inch that you go forward. You're grateful for the opportunity and the fact that you're going forward. But being content is being happy standing still. That's the difference, ladies and gentlemen. Don't confuse the difference between being grateful and being content. You should always be grateful, but you should never become content. You should never let your emotions consume you, no matter if you're sad, no matter if you're angry. You should never let these emotions consume you to the point where it halts and it stops your growth as an entrepreneur. You should never let that happen. And you have to understand that no matter what your circumstances are right now, no matter what's going on in your business, no matter what's going on with whatever you're trying to achieve, you have the power to change it. Like I said, you can't control a lot of things in this world, but you still can control your destiny. You can look at your current circumstances and you can tell yourself, I don't want to be stuck in the mud no more. I don't want to remain at this level anymore. I have to flee the prison of fear. When you get a chance, go back and listen to that episode. Flee the prison of fear. I have to get up out of this mode. And I have to go forward. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know what the first step is. But I know if I remain focused on going forward, it's going to happen. You see, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's journey is different. But at the end of the day, you have to analyze your circumstances. You have to think smarter, not harder. And you have to tell yourself you can get out of this. It sounds cliche, I know, I get it, but it's true. It's very, very true. It's nothing on this earth you can't accomplish. You just have to do it. You just have to really tell yourself that I'm not going to remain in this spot and do it. It doesn't matter if you had to wipe out your savings for some life emergency. You have to tell yourself that you can get back your life savings and then some. You're going to make that back twofold. It doesn't matter if your business is going stagnant or if it's stalling. You have to tell yourself that my business will succeed. I will make more sales. My marketing campaigns will be prosperous and we will grow. I will provide for my employees, for my freelancers, and for my family. If you didn't get into the medical school or the law school or whatever school you wanted to get into, tell yourself that's okay. I'm going to reapply and I'm going to get in. And if I don't get in, I'm still going to get into some school. I'm still going to graduate and I'm still going to get into the career field that I want to get into. Tell yourself that your circumstances will not hold you captive any longer. You will not remain stuck in this mud. No one wants to stay in one spot. Tell yourself that. Remind yourself that you're chasing freedom. And when you're chasing freedom, it's nothing on this earth you can't do, or there's nothing on this earth you can't accomplish. Despite the fact that there's so many things in this world that we can't control. But the one thing we can control is our journey. You have to understand that. If you're going from New York to California, it's multiple ways to get there. You can take a train, you can drive, you can walk, you can ride a bike, you can fly. It's multiple ways you can get from New York to California, from one coast to the other. And depending on which way you take is going to depend on how long it takes you to get there. Don't ever think that the route you chose is the wrong route, because everybody's route is different. If somebody got from point A to point B faster than you, don't get caught up in thinking that they had it easier than you. Planes go through turbulence. Cars go through traffic. Every route has its own obstacles and hurdles. You can't compare yourself to other people's journeys. Be happy for them. Be happy that they got from point A to point B, and continue to focus on your journey. Continue to focus on your circumstances and how to beat your circumstances and get out of your circumstances. That's what you need to do. Don't fall into that trap, ladies and gentlemen. Because there's so many people in this world who have been captives of their circumstances for so long. There's people in my life that I know personally who have been captives of their circumstances for so long, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because nobody should live that way. Nobody should have to struggle and work at a job that they hate or doing things that they don't like just to get by. That's what Mogul Motivation is all about. It's all about doing what you love that brings you happiness and making money in the process. That's what we have to do. We have to continue to push each other, and we have to continue to remind each other that we will not be captives of our circumstances. So let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. And remember, no matter what you're going through, you can break out of it. You can conquer it, and you can be free. I'll talk to you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day.